Hey, how you doing? I'm Jenny Boom Boom. This is Small Business Tuesdays. Every Tuesday we do this show. It's so much fun. I interview businesses from all over the United States now. It started out as a CT and Springfield thing, but now I'm having more and more businesses from out of state, or out of those two states, asking to be on Small Business Tuesdays. This show is for small businesses, and if you have one, well, please DM me, because you can be on Small Business Tuesdays also. It costs nothing to be on the show. I'm just trying to give back the best way I know how with my platform, so that we can support these small businesses. We do not want small businesses shutting down. That's not going to be helping us out at all. So we got to support our small businesses. I have so many great businesses that are going to be on with me tonight. And Small Business Tuesdays is always brought to you by Paris the Bondsman. He's part of 24/7 Bail Bonds. You can call him at 860-209-9988. And his website is paristhebondsman.com. Okay? Let's see who is going to be joining us first here tonight. Ooh, TJ Steele, who, by the way, has the best media name in history, TJ Steele. And my dog has decided to join me tonight, too. Hi, how are you, TJ?
Hi, Jenny. How are you?
I'm doing fine, thank you. It's so great to finally meet you. I've been checking out all your stuff. I've been stalking you. I love your pictures and all of that. So
That's all right. Thank you. Keep on stalking me.
you look like
Bring
you're
your
all about
friends too.
TJ. Looking like you're all about business on all your pictures. You're from TS Financial Coaching and Consulting. Your website is tsfcoachingconsulting.com, and you help individuals achieve their personal and financial goals to build wealth, get out of debt, and understand how to use credit effectively. So welcome to you.
Well, hello. Thanks for having me. Yes. So, I've been doing this for almost 20 years. So I've been in finance for almost 20 years. And, um, there's just a lot of things that I've always seen and a lot of habits that people certainly need to break. It starts with awareness. It starts with yourself. When you find out what you're spending and how you're spending it, and you find out what your habits are, it's time to learn to break those habits, because we're in control of ourselves. So for those who do not have that awareness, for those who are struggling, they'll come and see me, and I can lay it out on a big platform across the board and say, this is where you are, this is what you need to do, and here's an action plan on how to do it. It's very important, and then also too, I do financial education. Like, I'll do workshops and seminars and stuff like that of people of all ages. I tend to start with the youth first, because that's where it begins. A lot of people have not, there's a lot of people that have grown up that have not gotten taught about financial literacy at all.
Yeah,
And then
I,
also
I, I
too,
was going to say that even me, I have no idea what my finances are supposed to be doing, because I'm 47, because my family never talked about money that way. And I always growing up thought we had so much more money than we did, when we really didn't, because my mother would charge a lot of stuff on her credit cards. And we actually talked about this a couple of weeks ago on Bad Marriage for Life, me and Vic's show on Wednesdays, that when my dad died, my brothers had to go in and figure out what we're gonna do with the house. Like, we're gonna have to move mom somewhere someone can take care of her and all of that. And they realized that she had been carrying debt from the 80s, and this was like
absolutely.
8 years ago.
Absolutely. And, a lot of things that I've seen too is, in this business, doing it for almost 20 years, there's husbands and wives, like you were mentioning. And then when one passes away, the other is completely either snowballing in, overdraft fees. They don't know where the money is, and stuff like that. So, there's a lot of components to it, and I'm here to help individuals get that clarity that they need, and that understanding, and to say, to take the bull by the horns and say, you know what, I'm going to buckle down. It's scary, but I'm going to buckle down, and I'm going to do it, because essentially, you want to reach your financial nest egg. You want to reach your financial goals. And then also too, I do reach out to communities of color as well, because within the community of color, there's a lot of individuals that aren't even aware of, what a deposit ticket looks like, or how to even write a check, or what a credit card is. And I mean, it's across the board for everybody in that spectrum, but I do like to reach out to the communities of color that might not have that advantage and understanding in that financial literacy clarity, on how to handle their finances and how to gain, generational wealth and just continue to, grow their nest egg. You know, in general, I help everybody across the board, and it's important to me. People don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. And I genuinely want to help people, so everybody go to my website, take a look at my services, and, I do offer a free 30-minute consultation just to give you that clarity and peace of mind of where you want to go and what you want to do and how you want to do it.
So TJ, I think that there's a little bit of problem with your audio only because I think your mic is rubbing up against something or touching it. So I just wanted to let you know that we can understand what you're saying, but I just wanted to let you know that is happening.
Can you hear me now?
So much better. So much better.
Okay.
We can hear you. It's just there's a little crackling going on there. So,
Gotcha.
Sound person, obviously, with my job. So I just wanted to point that out. So
okay, sorry.
Everything you're saying is making so much sense. And I really think that there's a problem with couples not talking to each other about money. That is something that happened in my family too with my mother and father. My father refinanced the mortgage, paid off his debt, and left my mother out there just to suffer. So I mean, I think that a lot of couples don't talk about money too because it can be kind of uncomfortable. So are
and they don't.
I'm sorry?
And they don't. I agree with you.
So are you good at consulting with couples as well? You can sit down and talk to them and say, hey, listen, let's get this all out on the table. We're the skeletons in the closet. Let's get everything out in the open. I mean,
absolutely, yes. In my past experience, and even now, I still talk to couples. I make sure to tell them, I'm not your therapist. I'm your financial coach and consultant to let you know that this is where you need to be and what you want to do. And generally what I recommend for couples is not only getting everything out there, but if you're, if you're one spouse that likes to spend, it's always good for the husband to have their own individual account and for the wife to have her own individual account and have one main account for the house. So there's no surprises. There's no, hey, what's going on? Because at the end of the day, some couples, they might, give the husband or wife allowances. I've seen that. But my suggestion to couples is to say, hey, you have your own account, and have that main house account. Because and when couples commingle everything, with all in one account with his spending, her spending, and then the house bills, everything can get very complex and convoluted.
Yes.
So it's always best to have your own individual accounts and have that house account. So I've seen couples to where their accounts are just negative and they don't know who's spending what or why they're spending it. And it takes some time to unravel, but it can be done. There are always solutions to financial stress and so on and so forth. So
yeah, it can be quite depressing though.
Absolutely depressing. I've had clients cry in front of me. I've had clients beg me to help them, and that's what I'm there to do, is to reassure them and say, hey, you got this, we can do it, there's a solution. And the thing that I tell people, all of my clients and just people in general, dealing with your finances and straightening out your credit, it all takes time.
Right. Yeah.
As quickly as it takes to destroy, it takes 2 seconds to run up a credit card and it takes forever to fix it, but it can be fixed. And I think people, when people in the world, offer their solutions, people are looking for a quick fix, and fixing your credit and your financial situation, it takes time. Right. I think that's one of the main things.
There's a lot of companies that charge a lot of money to fix your credits, but what they don't tell you is, even though they're fixing it, it does take us a lot of time for everybody to catch up, TransUnion or whoever. So it's not an overnight thing. So what is the biggest mistake that people make when it comes to money?
Wow. Mainly not. Things that I can say is mainly not tracking what they spend, and then also living beyond their means. If you know that you have a certain type of income, I don't care if you're mopping floors at McDonald's or if you're a CEO of a company. I've had clients of all spectrums and income amounts and they spend more than what they make. That is right there. I would have to reverse that. That's mainly number one. And then also two, not tracking what you spend. Yes, it might be a headache to say, oh my God, let me update my register. I still use a register and online banking. So I'm a little old fashioned in that sense. But when you track what you're spending, you have a peace of mind as to where your money is going, dollar for dollar, and how you're spending it. And sometimes, it can get out of control, but it can be tamed. But those are the top two, spending beyond your means and just not tracking what you spend.
I will tell you though that with all this, and you mentioned online banking, with all of this technology, I feel like I'm doing better than ever because things are more instant.
Right.
So like even if you have to do a check, like I did Eversource today, right? I did a check online because
Hmm.
my account information's in there, but it's going to be done in like 2 days. Where as opposed to like when I was younger, we had to like write a check, mail it, remember you took that money from your account, and then hope it's still there when
Absolutely.
the check goes through.
Right. Praying that do not return voideth unto me, Jenny. Like one of those. Yes, I remember. But and then with Check 21 these days, Check 21 is how checks are cleared nowadays after 9/11. But with Check 21, everything goes through quickly. And then also too, when it comes to finances, I like to take the route set it and forget it, meaning that you have your stuff on automatic withdrawal, certain things, not everything. You know what I mean? Certain things, like maybe you have those, maybe your streaming services or your mortgage or your car payment. It's those important things, more specifically your mortgage and car payment, set it and forget it, because you're going to budget for that as well. And when it comes out, it's there and you're good. So budgeting is important too. That's what I help clients with as well. Budgeting, knowing where your money goes, and having that clarity and a peace of mind.
So what is the biggest mistake people make when it comes to credit?
Hmm. There are the biggest thing is not checking for errors. Generally, about 70-75% of your credit report is errors. Like I've had clients who've had multiple social security numbers, multiple addresses that are not theirs, multiple phone numbers that are not theirs, multiple employers that are not theirs. So
Wow.
errors, there are a lot of
Great.
contains a lot of errors. So it's definitely important to pull your credit report. If you go to annualcreditreport.com, it's free. You get the report. You don't get the score. You'd have to go directly to the website to pay for the score, but you get your report and you're able to review your report, and you get one free credit report a year. Generally, what I tell clients is stagger them. So between Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax, you don't want to pull them all at once. You want to stagger them just in case, some sort of fraud happens or something like that. But it's really good to just stagger them, maybe like, pull your credit report, the first 4 months of the year, and then the next one, the next 4 months, and the next 4 months. Or you can pull them all at once. It's completely up to you, but it's very important to review and analyze your credit report.
Well, I'm telling you, I'm obsessed with Credit Karma.
Yes. Yeah.
I,
Credit Karma or Credit Wise. And
I'm obsessed with Credit Karma. Like, it's the first thing I check in the morning. I'm a weirdo. I wake up, first thing I check is my credit score, then my bank account, and then my 401k every morning.
you're preaching to the choir, Jenny. I get up and do this. Honestly, I'm not going to lie. I probably check both of my bank accounts, probably like, I'm not going to lie, like 7 times a day, because I'm not going to lie, there's probably like one or two things that I'm like, oh my God, it's automated. You know what I mean? So I constantly check my bank accounts, my 401ks, where the rate is, where the stock is. I constantly do that. So I do that literally every day. So I completely understand. And it's good to do that. More specifically when you have automatic payments that you forget.
Yeah. I mean, also with the credit cards, I mean, I fell into such a trap in the past where I'm just like was so maxed out. And every time I would pay like $300, $400 for a payment, I noticed that because my APR was so high, because they were store credit cards, and they don't go down on those. They're like 23%, 25%. I would pay like $400 on my payment, and they charged me another $100 in interest. Like I
Mm-hmm.
was getting killed. So I stopped using my credit cards, and it's so hard because I'd be going to the store and they'd be like, "Are you going to use your Gap card?" I'm like, "No." I'm like, "No."
Yeah, absolutely. But for credit, just in general, whether you have credit cards, a line of credit, so on and so forth, it's best to keep your utilization rate 30% or less.
Right. So if
Because
it's like
yeah,
$1,000, you should never go over like 300, right?
correct. Like just make sure there's the good thing to look up is what's called the credit utilization pie. And the credit utilization pie breaks down what lenders and creditors look at and how your credit is being utilized. So 30% utilization rate, I believe 10% inquiry, so on and so forth. So it breaks that percentage up. So what I can tell everybody on this live is definitely look up the credit utilization pie, because it'll tell you how your credit is being utilized or how you should utilize it and what the lenders look at as well. So
My
you
my
definitely
daughter Summer Monroe just joined us here on the interview, and she is very good with money. I have no idea where she got it from because me and Vic, we don't know what we're doing when it comes to money. But she's on here right now, so I'm sure she's like soaking it all up because she's very good with her money, and I'm really
that's
happy
awesome.
that that my kids are they. I tried to teach them what I could over the years. What is the best way to get in touch with you, TJ?
You can go right to the website, tsfcoachingconsulting.com. If you want to book an appointment, my email's on there, my phone number's on there. So if you ever want to chit chat, by all means, give me a call or send me an email. But if you schedule an appointment right through the website, I do get alerts that you want to have a free 30-minute consultation, and you're required to put in your name, your email, and your telephone.
Perfect. And you have a special for the folks. You said a free 30-minute consultation?
Yeah, so if you just everybody gets a free 30-minute consultation, but if you decide to go with a service that's on the website, you get 10% off of the service that you're choosing, and that special is going to be running for 2 weeks.
Great. That's awesome. And you offer workshops, private appointments, you have packages. I mean, you make it
Yes,
pretty simple to get going with you.
Yeah, it's simple to get going with me. Financial literacy workshops, like if an establishment wants to book with me, that's available on request. I do have packages and stuff like that. So it's really simple. Hop on there. And if anything, I just encourage people to really get that free 30-minute consultation to have that clarity, because sometimes all people need is just clarity. You know what I mean? Sometimes people, all they need is just clarity. But I definitely encourage you to, look at the packages, see what's best for you. We'll talk about it, and then we'll go from there.
It sounds so good. I know at the beginning of the year, me and Vic sat down and were like, we need to get out of debt. Like, this is the year we have to get out of debt. I guess it's just like you feel like I'm getting too old now to have to be carrying debt, But it's so hard because he's such a stickler, because he's really he's very cheap.
Stop.
Never spending money. He'd be like, okay, yeah, let's just stay in the house. Let's do
No.
this. And I am the spender. I'm the spender, TJ. I'm like, hey, listen.
I'm gonna have to put you on a budget, Jenny. Oh my goodness.
Budget. I'm like,
I'm gonna have to give you a prepaid card. But one thing that I could say, because tax season is here, everybody on this live, please, oh please, direct those funds into getting yourself out of debt and creating a spending plan, and and making sure you're growing that nest egg. Allocate those funds to where it's going to help you, because a lot of people during this time do get a good chunk of change back. And I can't tell you how many times I've seen people get a good chunk of change and 2 months later it's done. Breaks my heart. So if anything, because the tax season is here, definitely allocate those funds to build a nest egg, making a plan to pay off that debt. So Jenny Boom Boom, there's
That's
hope.
my plan. I'm gonna pay off a whole credit card.
Look at you. Okay.
And I'm gonna cut it, because you're not supposed to close it. I'm gonna cut it, And then my friend said if you put it in ice in the freezer, you will not even like access the numbers.
Definitely do your thing, girl. Put it in that ice.
I'll put it in an ice block. One day I'm gonna be so desperate, like, oh my god.
You're gonna be sitting there with an ice pick.
You can't close. Yeah, you can't close it down because it could hurt your credit score. So you have to leave that credit sitting there for a little while,
You
right?
can so yes, it'll impact your credit, not by much, but I'm not gonna lie. 6 years ago, I closed 8 credit cards. So I took that hit, probably like 30, 40 points. But you have to remember, everything was paid off, everything was done, and I'm not going back to those credit cards. So, right. My credit score increased if, what I lost plus more. You know what I mean? So you always get that back. I tell people, if the credit card is very overwhelming for you, pay it off and close it. Your credit score can increase again. But to each their own.
Well, yeah, maybe I'll just close it then because I can't be trusted.
I'm gonna call you on the low and be like, Jenny, you ready?
Or ready? Be like, Bath and Body Works is having a sale. Okay.
If you got cash, do it. Don't charge it.
Well, thank you so much, TJ Steele. You're from TS Financial Coaching and Consulting. Your website is tcfcoachingconsulting.com. It was really great talking to you. I loved your answers. It was very enlightening. I'll say that.
Well, thank you for having me, and I look forward to hopefully doing business with you in the future.
I just got to get myself to that point to admit I have an issue.
Bye, Jenny.
Bye, TJ. It was great to see you. Thank you. Again, Small Business Tuesdays is brought to you by Paris the Bondsman. Call him at 860-209-9988. TJ is hilarious. And yes, I do have issues. All right, let me see who's on here. From, okay, well, let's bring in Shakim. Oh, my Lord. Are you here? Saw. It's all about New Haven apparel. Are you there, Shakim?
Oh, shit.
Oh, you are here. Hi.
Hey, what's going on, Jenny?
How are you, sir?
All right. How about yourself?
I'm good. And, of course, you are the owner of New Haven Apparel Boutique, 799 Dixwell Ave in New Haven. Your website is newhavenapp.com.
Right.
Yes. So talk to me a little bit about your business. How long have you had it?
This is actually our second store. The first one I was doing by myself. It was called New Haven Apparel. We were in West Haven. Then I partnered up with Gary Gates. Shout out to him. He's not here though. He owns a barbershop as well, so he's probably working, doing whatever he does. But this is our second one. So we're kind of like a brick and mortar for the local businesses here. We're a boutique. So basically, like, we give the opportunity for up and coming clothing lines or businesses to put their stuff in here and make money and sell things. We also got a printing services as well, like we do like custom shirts and things like that.
That's awesome. I mean, I've seen your Instagram and you have so many fabulous brands there. Tell me some of the brands that you do carry in the store.
So we do like Nike and stuff like that too, but like we kind of more so focus to promote the local brands. That's like our main thing. And then our main one is of course my brand, the Build and Destroy. That's kind of like before I had the store, that's kind of like how I started it. I started off designing locally, and then I came up with that brand, and then I did like Fashion Week, and I did Fashion Week sponsored by Hennessy, Mercedes-Benz, New York Fashion Week, Hollywood Fashion Week, and then after that I wanted to come back and, as a way of giving back, start up a store and help the people in the community doing the same thing I was doing.
It must be so exciting to have business, walk in there every day, be in there, meet the customers that get to come through your door. I mean, it must be really, just peaceful and great.
It's dope. It's quite an experience.
Yeah, I would say so, yeah. What is the big brand that everyone is asking for right now? Besides yours, Shakim.
Made in Connecticut is probably one of our top sellers here. We have Icarus brand. To be honest, we got it varies. It varies because we have clothing lines that come in probably like every couple months. So we got over like 21 lines in here. That's like local, like around Connecticut.
Yeah, I
But
saw some of the sweatsuits that you have in your IG, by the way. I just love them.
oh, thank you, I
They're
appreciate it.
really nice. So you do that. You have the store, and
Right,
then you also make music. You're an artist.
definitely.
So talk to me a little bit about how all of that comes together.
Um, so okay, I was doing music first before I was doing the clothes. I've been doing music for a long time. Um, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I always did music. You know what I'm saying? So what you want to know? I got a project dropping February 11th. Boys to Men the EP. It's in my link is in my bio. You could go get that. I have a another single dropping the end of this month. Being distributed to Universal. You can also grab
Okay,
that or run it up.
that's so great. Congratulations on that.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, that's great. So do you have your own label or?
Nah, I'm independent. I actually I usually do like through United Masters. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay. And do you work with any other artists or do you have any other artists that, you're kind of taking under your wing at this point?
nah, not really. Not at this
he's
point.
like, no, I gotta make it first.
Yeah, I mean for now, I mean for a long time, I took off music to work on the store. So that was like
Right.
my first thing. Like when I was incarcerated, when I came home, you know, I was like I wanted to do music, but I needed something to fund it. So this was like I was like, okay, well, fashion was like the next thing that I knew how to do. So I've been selling clothes since I was like in high school before I even had a brand. Like, you know, doing like custom stuff for my friends and stuff like that. And then I used to resell sneakers before it was a thing.
Really? So that you were one of the first. What is one of the biggest mistakes people make fashion wise?
Um, I think following trends. If you have your own brand, they just some people do like what a lot of other people are doing, and because after the trend goes, it's like like what else are you gonna do? So I think it's unique when you do something different, like it stands out. I think that's what everything. Like just be yourself, just be rather I'm saying unique.
Well, I feel like that also with you being an artist, right? So I feel like there's probably a certain amount of pressure to follow a trend, but I think that also artists have to a lot of times do what they feel and what makes them happy when creating music. Am I correct in saying that?
Um, yeah, I think everybody has their own opinion on how they go about it. I just think in general, just God made you for a reason. You know what I'm saying? He gave you those thoughts and that intuition for a reason. So I think you should just follow it. So I take my time with it. I take my time with everything. You know what I'm saying? So that's just how I go about things. I like doing what I like doing. You know what I'm saying? I
So
mean,
during COVID, I mean, I'm sure your store being a clothing store was shut down for a while. I mean, what was that like?
so it's crazy because yeah, so right before COVID happened, we kind of got this building and then COVID happened. But so when COVID happened, for a lot of people, it messed them up. But for me, it was like a blessing in disguise because when I first got the building looked like crap. I wanted to like redo it, so I was able to do that. Then all the stores were closed, so I made a lot of my money sitting on my couch from my house, shipping sneakers and clothes, making making custom stuff. I did all that from my couch, and I was able to fund the business and put more into it. So COVID was a blessing for me because everything else was closed. You had to shop online.
Isn't it interesting how COVID forced us to learn so many new things, technology wise? People were able to really, get in there as far as their creative side. It really did change so much.
Yeah, definitely. It changed everything. But like I said, it was a blessing for me. Like I end up getting laid off from the little part-time job I had. So I was like, you know what? I gotta figure something out. And then I was like, damn, everybody's shopping online. So like it worked out for us most definitely.
Well, I know that you are located at 799 Dixwell Avenue, Haven. But what's the best way to get in touch with you as far as if we have a question about your store or your music?
Um, you can email for the store. You could if any like new businesses or clothing lines want to get in contact with us, you can email us at shop@newhaven.com.
Okay.
And or you could just Instagram, or you could call me 203-508-4579. Or you can
Okay.
just walk into the store. We're open 6 days a week from 9:30 to 7.
Okay, that's awesome. And you also have a special for the folks watching tonight, right?
Yeah. Actually, yeah, definitely. So we have 30% off all month. We have all tech suits for $50 this month. Building Destroyers, buy one get one free, and 20% off all custom shirts.
Okay, well, you have great deals going on. So everybody head on down there to New Haven Apparel Boutique, 799 Dixwell Avenue, New Haven, and the website is newhavenapp.com. Thanks so much. It was great to talk to you.
Thank you. I appreciate you. I'll be in touch.
Okay, we'll see each other soon, I'm sure. So take
All right.
care. Great
Hey,
night.
I got some
Okay.
gear for you too.
Sorry?
I got some gear for you.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you.
All right, no problem.
He's like, he's like, Jenny, you look a mess. Okay, let me help you.
No. Because I was supposed to give it to DJ Michi before at the other event we had when we.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but he left, so I got some stuff for you.
Michi's always got like 3 things booked in a day, so he's probably like, oh, gotta go.
Yeah, he went to
But
another
yes.
party.
Yeah, sure, no worries, anytime.
All right.
All right, I'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Right,
Thanks,
bye.
Shaquem. And again, Small Business Tuesdays is brought to you by Pierce the Bondsman. Call them at 860-209-9988. Okay, next. Oh, I have Fee King here. Well, I'm so excited to talk to. From Fee's Fitness Over 40. I'm over 40, so hey, Fee.
I was like, what just happened? What just happened? What's up, Jenny?
You come over 40.
Yes, I just learned that about you. Yeah. I'm well over 40. But this is our time. It's our time.
Well, I mean, Fee, you look really happy, like on your Instagram and all your videos and stuff. Like, you're like a ball of sunshine, young lady. Ball of sunshine. So your website is fee-king.com, fee-king.com. And you're in Baltimore, right?
Be more loving, yes.
Okay, so talk to me a little bit about what's happening in Baltimore right now.
Oh, man. So I'm a transplant. I'm not from Baltimore. I moved here from LA via Orlando. I'm from the Midwest. I'm a Midwest girl, Omaha, Nebraska. Baltimore is an interesting city. It is. So I like to focus exclusively on the positive. So that's where we're going to stay. Baltimore is historical, beautiful, beautiful architecture, incredible parks. It's a small, big city. They call it Smalltimore for a reason. And I keep asking God, why Baltimore? And I'm just going to keep rolling with it. And I believe that, I'll finally figure it out, hopefully this year.
Well, to come from LA, I mean, the weather on the West Coast, you can't beat it. It's just so beautiful on the West Coast. I mean, I spent a lot of time there. I love Malibu especially, but to be out there, then to move somewhere so cold, like I've been complaining nonstop. And I'm not from CT. I'm from New England. Okay, I lived in New York first, Rhode Island, Connecticut. I've been on the East Coast my whole life. But this cold is really starting to affect me, especially as I get older. Like I'm like, dang, it's 9 degrees.
Oh yeah, we don't get it. Ooh. So yes, but you know what I decided, Jenny? I decided when I moved here that I was never going to complain about the weather. And I haven't. I'm from the Midwest where it gets cold 3 months out of the year. So this kind of cold, I'm good with it. I think I've worn a coat maybe 4 times this year and we're already in February. So I think I've acclimated to the cold and I like seasons. So it's I want to say it's working for me. Yeah, it's working for me.
Okay. All right. So you're a celebrity personal trainer, body contourist, and a massage therapist, also an entrepreneur. So first of all, talk about the personal training.
It's something that I've done for 25 years. I started in LA, worked with a company, Unique Physiques, and I stole his name. I became Unique Physiques, a play on fee. And we trained everyone. I mean, actors, producers, writers, directors. Common was my massage client for a long time. He's amazing. Yeah, he was amazing.
He's so fine. You're so lucky. He's so fine.
But you know what? He's more kind and real than fine. Like he's a real human being.
No, he's very nice.
You know him?
Yeah. I've met him many times. Yes.
Okay.
I interviewed him. Yeah.
He's super dope. What's his name? Steven Seagal. Both my partner and I were his massage therapists. I didn't get to work on him much because he preferred a really strong, big guy, and my partner was that guy. So LA was great. I was an actor and a writer, and then life happened. I decided to go with love, moved to Orlando, had a midlife crisis, and I started life over at 47 in Baltimore. And I retired from training. I was absolutely done. And I said, you know, I need to get back to what I know I'm good at because I don't want to work for anyone. And so I just got back into the game, being a Lyft driver. And I always carried my equipment around with me because wherever I go, I want to be able to go to a park and work out. And a lady asked me, she's like, are you a trainer? And I was like, I wanted to say no because I retired. And I was like, yeah. And she was like, oh my God, I'm looking for a trainer. And literally she relaunched my career here on the East Coast.
Oh, that's so great.
And she's a singer. Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're also a body contourist. Talk to me about that.
Yeah. So that's really new. I'm super excited about that because I'm the type of woman who kind of looked down on cosmetic improvements, period. Mainly because I don't believe in opting for surgery unless you need to have it. And so, but what I love about this is it's non-invasive and it's really for women who are having those stubborn trouble areas, those women who are over 40, those women over 50, over 60, where, you know, the chin is starting to sag. Your
I'm
glutes.
starting to notice that about myself.
Here's what you need to do.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been doing that since 5. And so, seriously. And, you know, as you can do lunges and squats and plyometrics and isometrics, and I do all of those things. But at a certain age, either you lose interest or your knees and joints just cannot withstand the impact. And so I love the body contouring, the butt lift, because you can just help to enhance the training part of what they do. And
Okay.
I'm over the moon in love with it. I am.
Okay, so you of course you talked about massage therapy, Common, like that was a big deal right there, and Steven Seagal, and you know you really are all about transformations for women over 40.
Absolutely.
Why is it so hard for women over 40 to get the bodies that they feel that they want?
You know what? That's a great question, and I like to remind women to take out the word hard because I really think the only thing that's hard in life is raising children. And that's been my go-to, my default since I started in the game. I don't think this is hard. I think we need to, or we get to change our mindset around it. Because at 40, you've experienced life. Maybe you're divorced, you're an empty nester, you're remarried, working on the next divorce, you know, you're at a different place in your career or you're deciding to go in a different direction. So your focus has shifted. Especially if you're married, because when you were single, your aesthetics were more important because you were trying to attract the opposite sex. And so we've gotten, you know, so comfortable in our life that we just forget to start like taking care of ourselves. That's what I am experiencing with the women that I attract. But these women that I've attracted out here and on the net are like so ready. It is so beautiful. I'm just like, this is my niche. I train everyone, but specifically women over 40, because I want to get in there. I want to get in your spirit, in your soul. And I want you to know that it's not too late. You're not too old. And you get to do this for yourself. You get to transform, not so that you look like you did in your 20s and 30s, but so that you can look the best at 40, 55, 65, 70, you know, because we're still here. We're still living.
It's like, I think going back to your point, I especially like me, I still have a 10-year-old son at home. I have 5 children. My 10-year-old's still here. And there's a certain amount of guilt involved if you try to do something for yourself. But one day I was at my yoga studio and a woman there said to me, well, how can you be good for him if you're not being good for yourself? So you got to do like, so you got to take care of yourself first before you can take care of everybody else, you know? So that's something that I think women, especially because men, they ain't got no problem going to the gym or wherever they need to go. They take time for themselves, men. They feel no guilt about it either. No guilt. But women, they do. We do feel bad about taking time away from the house. I could be cleaning. I could be putting the laundry in. Oh my God, my job. I should have been doing this. There's so many things that run through our minds. rather than take care of her own health. So you are very right in the fact that
Yeah.
women need to really set that time of, aside every day,
Mhm.
every day.
There's a book. This is my favorite book, and a man recommended this book. It's titled Younger Next Year for Women. It's written by a physician and his client. And in this book, at the time he was a 40-something-year-old man, he said, women ought to work out hard, HARD, 6 days a week. And if you do, you could potentially live 20 years past menopause. So for some women, menopause doesn't end until 60, maybe 65. And he said, not only just live, he said, but thrive, like climb mountains. At 85, I was like, that is going to be me. If I'm still alive, like I want to live and live with vigor and excitement and energy until I leave.
Right.
Period.
Yeah.
And I want to help as many women to do that. And a lot of it is your belief. Like you get to start believing, oh my God, this is possible for me. Like, yeah, I don't know if you know Chef Babette. Have you ever heard of her? Oh my gosh, she's a vegan restaurateur. Did I say that right? We're gonna go with it.
Yes.
Okay. And she has a restaurant in Inglewood, and she just turned 72. And I'm just, look her up, Chef Babette. She
Wait,
weight
is she a
trains.
reality show?
She talk show. I don't think reality. I'm not for sure, but
Okay.
she's
I don't know.
amazing.
Okay,
She's amazing. So we can still do these things in our 70s, 80s, and maybe 90s. Yeah, if you get started.
Is going to be 92 in July, so.
Who?
And she ain't playing. My mother.
And she's not playing?
She's not playing.
I love it.
She's not playing. She's mad that she just got arthritis. I said, Mom, you're about to be 92. Like, it's going to happen sometime. Like, but she's just active. She just stopped working 2 years ago. She just stopped driving.
I love her.
Yeah.
I love her.
Yeah.
That
she's
is
like
amazing.
working out with a personal trainer till COVID started.
Yeah.
And, like, she does not play, my mom.
Good on her though, because it also stimulates your brain. It helps with memory. It helps with coordination, and also I think just feeling confident. When you're able to lift and pick something up and move and turn without So
Right.
Yeah, I'm an advocate, a champion of it. I am.
So you offer virtual classes. I know you're in Baltimore, but here in this area, we can do virtual classes with you, correct?
I only have 2 clients in Baltimore. So I train women in Tulsa, Oklahoma, Omaha, Nebraska, LA, Florida, different parts of Maryland, and DC. They're everywhere.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what types of classes do you offer? Are they group? Are they single? Or?
Yes, both.
Okay.
And I do fitness challenges.
Oh, okay. So tell me, give me a little example about the fitness challenge.
Oh, the fitness challenge is dope. So right now I'm at the end of a 2-week. They loved it so much, they extended it 1 week longer. So it's 3 weeks. Basically, we get together on a platform. I use Facebook because most people are on Facebook, and it's a way to get everyone together. So I provide the meal plan. I provide meal prepping. I provide supplement guide just to inform you. And then I do a live workout with you 3 times a week. So you get me live, and then I do a pre-recorded video. And then at the end, there's a prize. So whoever makes the most substantial transformation, and it's not just a physical transformation, like it's a mental, spiritual transformation. You win a body contour service, or sometimes it's a t-shirt. Sometimes I have a partnership, and they'll donate, supplements, just something to, incentivize you. So it's one of the things that I love the most, because it doesn't allow you to make excuses. It's so affordable. It's like, okay, if I'm going to start to make a change, I need to start right now, because this is unbelievable. And every single one of my clients right now to date, I have 16 clients. All of them are losers. They are all losing weight. And it's amazing. It's the first time ever in my career where everyone is getting in shape. Like, these new women are different. These over 40 women are beastly. They are so freaking focused and determined, and like, they keep me pumped.
That's That's so great. That's so
It
great.
is.
So I know you
Yeah.
you mostly do transformations for women, but for women that are in partnerships with a male, are they allowed to join in too, or is that not okay?
In the group setting,
Or what about a personal setting?
yeah, absolutely. I have a client whose husband will show up every now and again. So I do train men, and I'm an incredible trainer for men. It's just that my passion, my marketing is specific to women over 40 because I'm now that woman over 40.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely work with men, especially massage. But again, you know, it's very specific. Like I need to know you and have some sort of connection. I don't just
Okay.
work on random strange men because, you know.
Okay, well, I have a random strange man that lives with me, so
Is it that big black guy that's always talking trash
Yeah.
behind you?
that
Behind
guy,
your shoulder?
yes, yeah. I told him in 2022, I need him to do at least one sit-up a day, just one. I said, let's see what happens. You might get a 2-pack.
Listen, let me tell you something. There are men out here in these streets with these food pods. It is as important for men as it is women. They want us to look good. I'm gonna need you to look good too. I'm gonna need you to not just be sitting at home on the couch eating whatever you're eating. Like it's again, it's a mindset. So tell him that Fee King said she wants 5 a day. 'Cause
Okay,
he's
fine.
still
Well,
young.
yeah.
5.
And then can we also make a rule, Fee, that he cannot eat grits 7 days a week?
Okay, does he put sugar and butter on those grits?
Oh, there's butter and cheese in those grits. Okay, on a Tuesday morning. So I'm like,
7
I get
days
up,
a
I'm like,
week?
what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? Like, he doesn't, yeah. So, but we, you know, me and him going to contact you, okay?
All right. Let me know. I'm here.
Yes. All right. So, what is the best way to get in touch with you?
The best way is IG, Facebook. You can email me. So my IG is, and I'll type it here. I actually did, but it went away. It's Fees Fitness Over 40. Super easy. So
Fees Fitness
that's
Over
IG,
40.
Facebook. Yeah. And then my website, you gave that out. It's fee, like I'm going to charge you a fee, -king.com. Fee-king.com.
And you have a special for the folks watching, right?
I do. I have several. So if you do not live in Baltimore, I'm doing a 20-minute free consultation the first week of January. 20-minute free consultation. And here's the thing. We don't just get on Zoom and talk. I am not about that life. I want to see you. I want to see what you look like. I want to hear your voice. I want to feel your energy. And I want us to move. So we do a lot in 20 minutes. And then if you live in the DMV area, I'm doing $25 off any body contouring service. And then lastly, because I needed to write it down. Oh, so my fitness challenge is starting next Monday. And if you say that you came via Jenny Boom Boom TV, then you get a 20% discount. I was going to do 10, but I'm one-upping somebody. Somebody's doing 10. The coach.
Well, thank you, Fee. That's so great. Thank you.
Yeah. You're welcome.
So
Thank you for this opportunity. Yeah.
Yes, it's great talking to you. I mean, honestly, like I could already tell from looking at all your stuff because the week of, Small Business Tuesdays, like Mondays and Tuesdays, they become weird and like stalkerish. But I was looking through all your stuff and you're really, but you're like, your smile, your whole vibe, your energy is just so wonderful. I mean, it would only make people feel great to be around you, to talk to you, and also to experience this with you because it is challenging to try to get yourself together, especially after COVID. I mean, it's been challenging. A lot of us
especially
drink a lot.
at this age. I don't know if I lost you. Everything is challenging for us, Jenny. I love the coach that you had on, the finances, being an entrepreneur, being a woman with a 10-year-old son at home who's trying to balance how do I take care of myself and my son. It's all challenging, but we get through it one day at a time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. So we will be reaching out to you. And again, it's -king.com, fee-king.com. Thanks so much, Fee. She's from Fee's Fitness Over 40. I appreciate it. It was great to meet you.
You too. Thank you, Jenny.
See ya. Bye.
Bye.
Man, what a bright light in our lives tonight, huh? We needed Fee around for us.
Oh, I need to hang up. Sorry.
It's okay. And Small Business Tuesdays, again, is brought to you by Paris the Bondsman. And let's see. if we are supposed to have one more business. Oh, there we go. Yes, we do have them right here. Oh my gosh, tonight's show was so fun. I laughed so much. And if you want to be on Small Business Tuesdays, DM me at Jenny Boom Boom TV and let me know all about your business. We're booking into the middle of March, I believe. So, we'll get you on there and it costs nothing. Hi, Lindsay.
Hey, what's going on, Jenny?
And Lindsay is from Freedom by Fitness LLC. She is located at 1020 Farmington Ave in Berlin, Connecticut. She's
Yes.
a Linktree account. You can check them out. Linktree / Freedom by Fitness. You can tell my brain has stopped working.
It's all good, girl. It's all good.
So early with Max, and then it's like I do all my stuff, and then by the time we get here, I'm like, I'm becoming old, Lindsay. But anyway, it's so
Girl,
great.
you good. You good. You got it.
Lindsay has the most fabulous hair in history, by the way. I'm super jealous.
I normally have it in a bun, so it's a clean hairdo. It's too clean for me today. It's too clean. The
Oh.
second and third day, it's amazing, but it's too clean. But thank you. Thank you.
It's gorgeous. So, you're a fitness trainer, a nutrition specialist, a CBD advocate, a certified
God.
essential oil specialist. Like she's.
I do it all. I put my hands in everything.
Yes. Well, that's okay. That's the way you got to be. So, tell me a little bit about your fitness training.
So as you know, Freedom by Fitness, I'm located in Berlin. I focus on women. I opened my business, Freedom by Fitness, in 2017, and it was off of depression. I was going through a hard time in my life where fitness really just saved me mentally, and I knew I had to do something for myself. And I opened my business, Freedom by Fitness, 9 months pregnant, while I had a 7-year-old, because my 7-year-old gave me the most postpartum depression of my life. And I knew I had to do something. And so when I found out I was pregnant the second time, I went kind of crazy. And I told my husband, Kevin, oh, we need to do something. If not, I'm going to walk away. Postpartum depression, you just really never know what's going to go on. So we did that. And 2 weeks after I popped my big head legend out, we opened up Freedom by Fitness. And I did it for me. Because mental health was very important to me. I let go through fitness. I mean, it was just that drive. And I never knew really how much of an impact it influenced others. That depression really is a big thing that we need to normalize and let go. So Freedom by Fitness, that's where I started.
It's really great that you could even see how you could help yourself, because
Right.
a lot of folks do deal with mental illness. I've talked about this a lot in the past couple of years, that I have very bad anxiety. I've ended up in the hospital with it because I feel like I'm having a heart attack when it's happening. It's lasted as long as like 12 to 15 hours in anxiety attack for me, where it's going through the whole day of me thinking.
People don't get it. They don't get it.
Yeah,
They don't get it. They want it to stop, and it's like you can't. When it's an uncontrollable thing, it's like you want them to stop telling you to stop. Like stop telling me to stop having anxiety. It's something that's uncontrollable. So
Right.
fitness is what really
strange experience.
helps me.
Yeah, it's a strange experience. So, I mean,
Yeah.
with all that being said, though, I have found in the past that exercise, walking, yoga, just moving for me has really helped me with my anxiety. It's really put me at peace a lot.
Right.
And even
Right.
the last few weeks, because I've been so sick with bronchitis and COVID, and I'm still recovering still from COVID, it's really affecting me, the fact that I'm not moving, so
Right.
get back to it. So, and I'm really happy that you talk so openly about that, because women don't do that. We keep things inside. We try to act like everything is fine, and we're trying to hold it together for our jobs, our kids, our significant others, So
Absolutely.
you're telling your story. I really respect you so much for that, Lindsay, because
It's hard. Sometimes it's really hard, but I think that women need to really just open up these days. People don't understand that it really can eat you alive. You never know what day you're gonna have. So I always try to people, find something that moves you. Like I said, like you just said, yoga. I mean, I offer so many classes that you will find something that moves you, and affordability is so key, because you don't know. We're going through a crazy world. This world is so sick, but we don't have to be sick, So we just have to find something that moves you. And I'm so happy that I had to go through that downfall of postpartum depression to really find my purpose, and I found it. And then being able to go ahead and change other women really is just impactful for me because they've become part of my recovery. I'm still a recovering anxiety, depressive person. This is not something that I just wake up and I'm fine. This life that we're living in is crazy.
Well, yeah,
So Freedom by Fitness is a really a space for me to just really let go. And then I have women in there where they just let it go and they'll cry, or I'll just say, leave it on the floor. Whatever you're going through, leave it here at the door because you just never know. I mean, we suffer in silence too much. And I really want women to really just understand that you're not alone. You're
Right.
not alone.
I
You're not.
and that's so great. So you're also a nutrition specialist. So when hire you as when people hire you as a trainer,
Right.
you also get the whole nutrition part of things too, right?
Yes, so I get a lot of people I do a lot of meal prepping. It is my thing. I love to meal prep because I can look at something and I will blow up. Like, not kidding. I know my body. So I have to be very, very disciplined, and it's about discipline. It's not about motivation, it's about discipline. So again, I do a lot of meal planning and they go, "Could I buy your foods?" No, you cannot buy my food. I'm not cooking in my kitchen and you're not buying my food. Plus I have a dog. It's just weird. So what I like, it's just, come on. I mean, in the future, I would love to have like a meal prepping thing, but it's about education. I like to really be very personable. Everybody is different. We have different body types. So I like to get on the phone, do a Zoom call and really educate people on the longevity of meal prepping, because you can go to the store and buy food, but if you're not educated on it, then you're just going to have a yo-yo effect. So yeah, I love to do a lot of nutritional education for people to really reset their body and know how to eat. It's so important. So yeah.
I even thought in the past, like, to see a nutritionist would be really good for my family because, I have a big family, but my family eats a lot. And now I live with just the two boys, and it's
Right.
a lot of eating going on.
Yeah, no, but my kids don't ever eat my meal prep. I mean, I had my family here for the holidays and they looked at me like I was crazy, but then I gained like 10 pounds because of them.
Yeah, that happens too, and
And I'm like,
around
stop!
family, you're like me. Sometimes oh my gosh, I'm the worst with popcorn. It's awful.
Oh,
And I'll just come into the living room with a big bowl of popcorn, and that popcorn is for me.
like
Don't
I
get
still have
it,
I got pasteles. I still have pasteles. You know that thing they all. I'm like, what is this? I'm Puerto Rican, but I'm like not Puerto Rican when it comes to these kind of foods. I'm so plain and simple, and I think it's because after a while of learning how to eat, you just learn that food is food.
Yeah.
I mean, and I have pasteles. So if anyone wants pasteles, I got them in the freezer. Let me stop.
I'm sure everybody else is loving them, but right. So the classes that you offer, as far as I know that you're in person from what I saw.
Right.
And are you also offering online classes, Lindsay? Or
So I currently have a space out in Berlin, and I'm actually in the works of going live and doing on demand and Zoom and all of that, because COVID has made a huge decline on I believe not to say I'm not successful. I am successful. However, COVID has made it so hard to really keep climbing that wall. If I get in contact, I have to do the right thing. I have to stay home. I have to lock down. And it really makes a huge impact for me, my family, my clients. So I will be having live soon. But with things going on so quickly and I haven't really made an announcement, I could also be closing as well, coming soon, because again, COVID has made such a bad decline in many small businesses like me, where we can't really progress because we have to follow the rules. I was closed in the beginning of the pandemic for almost 3 to 4 months. It took me a year and a half to get back to the grind. I lost 80% of my clients. So it's a scary thing. So right now I just pray every day and say, let's see what happens in 6 months. But I don't know I'm just preparing myself that Zoom and live and on demand, a new platform will be coming where I'm going to annoy the crap out of everyone on social media. So I'm excited about it at the same time.
Yeah,
so again,
listen, I know that everyone is experiencing something similar, and
it's hard. It's hard
in your field. Even my yoga studio, I went back maybe once, and I was like crazy yoga lady a couple of years ago, right? But the point being, they had these YouTube classes up that they had posted during COVID just to keep people going. The classes are off YouTube; they've been wiped, and
I
they
can't.
really want people to do the Zoom classes and pay for that
Right,
if they're not going to be there. So yeah, I mean, you might have to transition that way.
right.
But I want to tell you how sorry I am that you're even facing that, because
I,
you know, I know it must be so
it's
annoying
hard.
that.
I'm gonna say, yeah, I'm gonna say it's hard, but I need to talk about it. I need to be real about it because this is the thing. I can paint you a beautiful story right now. I can smile, but you will never know the weight that it carries to be a small business, an entrepreneur. It's hard. I mean, I have 10 fitness studios right on the same strip as me, but when I moved there, never that wasn't a big issue because we all bring our own thing to the table. So I never want to be like everybody else. I mean, I have my purpose. Everyone has their purpose. Does it hurt to talk about me possibly closing my doors or maybe downsizing? Heck yeah. Do I have a plan in place? Sure, I do. I just want everyone to understand that we're all going through it. You might be seeing me on social media and you might see this beautiful picture on the wall, but everything could be just black and white. So I just want everyone to understand that yeah, I mean that's just the reality of how business is going, but I got a plan and I think with all faith everything's going to be fine. So
Well, I
we'll
will
see what
say
happens.
too, though, it's not helpful that every time there's something going on with COVID, it's like everyone panics. I mean, we
Right,
all know how to stay safe at this point. We know that we
right.
can wear our masks and we can go work out in the gym and stay 6 feet apart. We know these things. We know how to be safe in these situations. So I think that that's really. I think at some
Hmm.
point people are just going to say, "I have to live my life,"
Right. No,
so
yeah.
because you
I
can't,
try
know,
yeah, I
we
try
know
to tell
how to stay
people,
safe.
you can't live in fear. You just can't live in fear. I
Right,
mean, there's that time of the day. We all know. You just can't live in fear. If I did that, I would have no business.
right.
I just tell people to be respectful. I'm just very, very super grateful for the women that walk in through my door. They choose themselves, and the connections that they build together. It's amazing. It's just because everyone's going through something. So when they really connect, they really get to have that connection beyond because everyone's going through something. So when they let go and they're holding each other accountable to keep coming and keep coming, I try to preach that Freedom by Fitness is not a place where we all are going to be focused on your physique because you can be physically happy, physically fit, but you're not mentally happy,
Right.
So I can, and it separates me from many personal trainers because for me, it's soul, mind, and body. If your soul is not good and your body's not right, then your body's not going to get there. So Freedom by Fitness really just stands for just finding that, mental mind state or just letting go, like find what moves you. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like a fun place to be, Freedom by Fitness. So, what is the best way to book you? How can we get in touch with you, Lindsay?
Oh my God. If y'all look up Freedom by Fitness, y'all gonna find me on Facebook, Instagram. I mean, Lindsay, 860-519-6432. Go drive down Berlin. I'm right there, right next to Kensington Market, slap down Berlin, right there, right in the city of Berlin. So you can't miss me. So,
And on your Freedom by Fitness website on Linktree, we can also see all the classes that you offer because
oh my God,
you have a
yes,
lot of,
cardio.
right?
I got a lot of classes, cardio kickboxing. I mean, who doesn't want glutes and legs, some abs and upper body? Hits is one of my favorite because you just fuel everything right out. Total body reset. So yeah, and 30-minute classes because a lot of moms are, they just want to go in and right out. And I
Right.
get it because I'm a hypocrite to myself sometimes. I'm like, I want to do a 30-minute, get it out, and I feel great. So yeah.
So do you have like packages, like monthly plans, that you can attend as many classes as you want, or
Absolutely. So I have packages that you can come in for 6 weeks. You can have packages 2 times a week, 3 times a week, unlimited, 3 months, 6 months. I try not to go big, no commitment, because I would hate to have to pay if I can't get to the gym because of COVID. So I make it really super affordable, and I actually just have a sale right now. So if anyone's interested, it's 2 days a week for $65 for 6 weeks. You cannot beat that.
oh, that's so,
Affordability is very, very key. Because I want you to feel good.
so that's
It's a new
12 classes
year,
for $65.
so $65 you get 2 times a week for 6 weeks. I mean, you
Yeah,
you
no,
can't
that's
beat
so
that.
great. Well, thank you, Lindsay. I appreciate
Yeah.
it. Again,
No, thank you.
this is Freedom by Fitness LLC, 1020 Farmington Ave in Berlin. And of course, you have a Linktree.com account, but it's Linktree/Freedom by Fitness. You can check out everything that she is
Thank you.
offering. Thanks so much,
I
Lindsay.
appreciate you guys. Thank you so much.
Oh,
Bye.
thank you, darling. See ya. Bye.
Bye.
Oh. Someone said, Jenny, get in there. I should, huh? they're like, Jenny, stop being so dang lazy. Soon as I am fully recovered from COVID, and I'm not coughing anymore, and I'm not tired, because I get tired very easily since I've had it. As soon as I feel much better, like 90%, I am going to be back and getting physical again, because I absolutely love working out. I love yoga. I love walking. It's just been taking a toll on me. So anyway, things will get better. I'm sure they will. So anyway, thanks so much for watching Small Business Tuesdays. It's brought to you by Paris the Bondsman, 860-209-9988. If you missed any of the show tonight, go back and watch it. Every business that was on with me tonight, they offered special deals, okay? And yes, you can take advantage of them too. So make sure and watch the whole show so you know how to get these special deals from these small businesses, because we have some great businesses on tonight. If you have a small business, please DM me, let me know about it, and I will get you booked for March, okay? Take care. Have a great night. Bye.